beautiful people. Welcome to today's episode on True Talk with DJ Nero. And today we have something extremely different to show you. I'm right here with a beautiful, an amazing, a strong, a lady with a lot of wisdom, and she's done fantastically well for herself. She goes by the name Yetunde's Kitchen. And when I say something different, basically we have decided to have a slightly broader view of what we're doing, and we're looking to tap into the business and economic terrain. And today we feel we should come here, give you something different, and we believe this will be quite informative to our viewers. Just before I proceed today, I've got a couple of questions to ask our beautiful lady here. Ms. Yetunde, would you like to tell our audience a little bit about yourself, just to tell them how brilliant, how fantastic, how good you are?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Yetunde. I'm from Nigeria.
Yep.
I'm Yoruba, and I'm a mother of 3. I've got 2 girls and a boy. And I am also a dental nurse by profession.
Wow.
And I own this place, and I am the CEO of Yetunde's Kitchen. Thank you.
Very good. We're right here. We're live here today. We've come around to show our audience how good, how wonderful you're doing. You've done really well for yourself, I must say. And personally, I've always enjoyed every bit of your meal. But today, I want to ask you some questions around your business and how our viewers can benefit from what you've been doing in the past. And you're still doing it. And I know you're going, places with what you're doing. I want to know, how and why did you venture into this particular business that you are at the moment?
How? I'll start with how. 2008, precisely, but 2007, I moved down to another island.
Okay.
And I had my second baby.
Okay.
And it was in May, but that was the time the maternity leave was extended. So it was about 9 months, and I got bored. So in between, I used to take my daughter then to Shore Start, and there's mother and toddlers and stuff like that. So there was a program they did then, and I tapped into it. It was a business plan, level 2. That is it's about the education program in another island, which I gained the good qualification. So it was a 6-month program. So I built a portfolio, and that was it. And they asked me what I want to do. But then in another island, Belfast precisely, there was no much population of black minority, and in between, there is no African bread. It was really difficult to get African bread, and we only have 2 African shops, which was Abdul and a Blackie shop there.
Right.
So, and I built a portfolio around catering and bakery.
Okay.
So, 2008, I started baking bread and meat pie. So it was Abdul and Blackie that was selling the bread for me. So as time goes on, you get bored of things, and went back to work. So it wasn't easy, to incorporate stuff, baking with a job. So
Today lifestyle.
yeah, so then I stopped and I went back to work. And eventually things started picking up in Belfast. People, when they want to do events, you kind of help out to help them to cook. And the marriage aspect of we black marrying the whites, and black men can't cook the original, the authentic.
Right,
Some people can even cook. But the white will be like, oh, it's so smelly. You see that shaki? Oh my God, I can't stand it.
Right.
So that was how I came in. and I started doing cooking for
To rescue us.
to rescue
Right.
the working class and non-working class.
Amazing.
And to God be the glory. To God be the glory. Here we are today.
Very good, very good. That's a good summary of the journey, and I can say to you, and I would say to you, I'm a living testimony. You've come to our rescue. You've helped us all through the way whilst we've been stuck. Not stuck, but whilst we've been living here in Belfast. Well, there is this question I have for you. I know you said to us, you moved here in 2008,
2007.
2007,
Yeah.
then you right.
Yeah.
But again,
That I think. Oh my God. 15 years in Belfast. 14.
14. So
14 years in
14 years,
Belfast.
right?
Yeah.
So if we're putting all of this into consideration, one big question for you is why Belfast? Why did you choose to have this venture, this fantastic, venture in Belfast?
Why Belfast? Is a women thing, exactly, truly. I came here purposely because of my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the business itself, was there any reason why you chose to set up the business here in Belfast? Or because again, you could have this in Manchester, you could have this in, even in the south, you could have this
To
in.
be honest
in
with you,
Nigeria?
Belfast is a city of sanctuary.
Okay.
I've lived in London, and it's more bigger than Belfast. But when you talk of the peaceful atmosphere, it's not easy anyway. It's not, but nevertheless, it's even more better.
Okay.
And obviously I've got my kids here, and
Okay. True.
so it's not ideal for me,
Right.
just to leave my
To
kids,
leave
and
the kids, right.
and there is markets here that has to be established, and
True,
that was
true.
why. Yeah.
As you likely said, you said you find out a lot of people are here that didn't have, the opportunity to make the meal themselves, and obviously considering your geographical location, at that time you realize obviously it will be much better for you to have your business or your
Yeah.
venture here. Another one. What would you say are your major challenges?
Everybody has challenges.
Well, in running this particular business, we have our personal challenges.
Yeah.
Yes, I take that 100%.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
this particular sector,
It's not even this. Every business is everything has challenges,
yes,
and it has risk as well. Even on drinking water, ordinary water, is risk,
true.
because eventually you can go through the airways and stuff like that. So, when I started, it wasn't easy, because for you to have a business, there are 4 things you need. You need to have the time. You need the commitment. You need the finance, and you need the skill. You see those 4 essential things, the basic essential. That's the backbone of a business. If you don't have it, forget, it's a failure.
So I'll take that down: the skill, the commitment, the finance, and there is one
And
of
the
it,
time.
and the time.
And
Right,
time.
right. So all the
So-
entire viewers, we need to take down God for any business. For you
Yeah.
to be successful in any business,
You need the
you
time.
need your
You need your commitment.
commitment.
You need your finance, and you need the skill.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
the skill wasn't an issue. Time wasn't. Commitment wasn't. It's the finance aspect, because the stranger in Belfast, the part of the world where there is health and safety, there is risk and stuff that you need to do. It's not like Nigeria that you can just wake up and just put your stuff on the street and be like, come and buy akara, come and buy puff puff, come and buy rice.
You
It's
can't do
not.
that here.
But here, you have to go through all the processing, and it costs money. With the help of God and with the help of family, I got the money. I bought this place over.
Very good.
And that was how the financial aspect was sorted out. Obviously, if I wasn't able to be sorted out by family members, a way to get this, I don't think the business will still be on, because it's a huge amount of money.
Of course, I can tell. I mean, coming into your kitchen today, I can see all the equipment. I can see they're all first class.
Yeah,
So, again, well done, well done.
thank you.
You're doing very, very well. Another one for you. This might shake you a little bit,
Oh,
but I believe you can handle it. If at all you have any competitor, if at all you have one, who would you say are your competitor, if there is any?
competitor?
Well, because in every business, it's not just you. As you likely said, it's a business. A lot of people might like to do the same thing, and that might be sort of a challenge. Personally, I don't see competitors as someone I'm competing with. I see them as someone well, I not necessarily compare. They inspire me, and because I have other bodies doing it, that way it makes me feel. Because again, I'll tell you what, I love it when we have competitors and we have lots of people, because then we all get challenged, and then it brings out the best out of us.
There's no competitor and there's no drive. I will inspire people. I can challenge you. We go into the kitchen. I think I have something for you as well, so we can just do something together.
Voila. Nice.
I will give you the same ingredients with mine.
Right.
You do the cooking. I'll do my own cooking.
It won't be the same. That's where
That's
the
where
skill.
you go.
That's where the skill comes in.
It's just gonna be the same ingredients, the same salts, the same everything, the same
but the process. I know.
We cook
That's
differently.
that's where you stand out.
We cook differently, so
That's where you stand out.
there's no competition.
I personally, I would say to you, I've been in Belfast for good years, and I love food. I would say, or I must say, and I know you know.
I know you did Nero.
I love food, and I've had your food multiple times, and you see me coming back each time, and that's only because your food. I will say that today, and I'll say this on the national TV. It's first class. The taste is amazing, and it's top notch. I must say. So again, well done for that. And as you likely said, putting ingredients together doesn't determine the outcome of. It's based on the skill. It's based on how you've done it. And there is another one I'll ask you. You've talked about businesses, your business. You've talked about how to sustain it, how to keep it. But is there any special skill that is required? Apart from, you've mentioned time, commitment, finance, the skill, but is there any special skill that is required to run a business? Obviously, not everybody might or will be able to run a business because, again, they always say not everybody can be a doctor or can be a surgeon. You know what I mean? But being a cook and doing this well,
and being dental nurse,
and the dental nurse as well, and with your three lovely kids as well, family life, having a balance of all. But let's now take the actual Yetunde's Kitchen business. Let's talk about that now. Does it require any other skill to manage or to run a business like that? Just for people that are thinking, she's mentioned the finance, she's mentioned the skill, she's mentioned the time. Oh my God, how am I gonna, how would I do this? It sounds too much for some people.
It's the passion.
Okay, very good. Very good. That's a good one.
It's the passion. If you don't love what you're doing, you're not getting anything.
Right. Very good.
It takes the passion for it.
Right.
Whatever you do, whatever you do. But people will be like, well, she's still working as a dental nurse. I just go out 2 days in a week being a dental nurse, and that really gives me the joy of working for somebody else, and that's another skill entirely.
Which you're giving back as well.
Which I'm giving back to the community, and I have my own business as well. So it's just time out from cooking.
Very good. Very good.
So, and another thing is, what you don't know, you need the knowledge. If you don't know how to do, seek knowledge and seek help.
Very good. Very good.
Just don't come and start putting things together and,
try by error.
No. You need to seek the standard knowledge. I'm still learning every day. I'm still read books about food and allergies. That's another thing. The food and allergy, if you're not careful, you just poison people.
Basically, our audience, if you're setting up a business, as Yetunde's Kitchen, like we said, she said, setting up a business, you require the passion for it. If you don't have the passion, that's where you get the drive.
Yeah.
That's where the push comes from.
Yeah.
So without the passion, it will be a big struggle because at that point, you're looking at someone else. And again, as you said, if, for example, you really don't know what you're doing, we surely can't know it all. If you need help, seek for help. Ask for it. It's as simple as that. The more you do that, the better you become. I personally, myself, I've got a lot inside me to talk about when it comes to how I've run my business in the last couple of years. It's been very challenging, but overall, I think the drive for me is the passion I have for it. So I don't see it as a job. I see it more as it's like more like an
Or
hobby.
like hobby. That's
So
it.
you know, it
Yeah.
makes it easy.
Mhm.
You know, I do it effortlessly.
Mhm.
So again, thank you very much for sharing that with us. Let me look through my questions again and see which other one I have for you. So this particular business, where do you see your business in 5 years? I know it's over 5 years you've been established, but I mean,
I really thank God because this is not how I started. And oh, glory be to God. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be emotional. Seriously.
I know. I mean, you're doing well.
It has been God all through.
Good.
Because in between, I don't drive.
Oh,
And I remember I do party decoration as well. I decorate for parties and I do events, I do gigs and stuff like that. I've been through, but to God be the glory today, and we are still moving and moving. Recently, we've changed our menu. It's just that's another thing. It's inspirational. Sometimes I'll just be in the kitchen and I'll be like, I want to do this, and the next thing will be like, oh, do this and stuff like that. So you just let yourself, be yourself and getting, wherever the inspiration you have and let it out. And I believe we're moving forward. The next 5 years, we already introducing the European menu into our menu as well. We are serving the European customers, and we're thinking of packaging our food to the shelves like Tesco's and all these supermarkets and stuff like that. We're really working hard, and we're thinking of having a franchise, because where we are at the moment is West Belfast.
Right.
So people travel far, to come over here. So we're thinking of having annex.
One next to my door. I can't wait.
We're thinking of having annex in East Belfast and in the heart of Belfast as well. It's still gonna be a takeaway.
Okay.
I need to let you know.
Right.
No heads up. This is Yetunde's kitchen.
Right.
No, we're not restaurant. We are takeaway.
Very good.
And which I think is the basic, and we're just doing the basic food that that we need and women we need in the family.
Very, very good, very good. The last bit I will touch before letting you go, because obviously we've talked about business, talked about how to set it up, we talked about sustaining the business, the skills and all of that, which again I know our audience will be more than happy to to hear what you've said. But the last bit I would like to touch is the risk part of it. So, in this particular line of business, is there any particular risk that one needs to watch out for? This is not for just in case anyone is considering something similar, because again, what you do, how you do it will define you, and that has defined you already. So, and that's one of the reasons why we brought the True Talk here, to hear from you, obviously, so that way we can give back to our community how good and how wonderful you've done for yourself. But in terms of risk, is there any more stuff? Tell us about any important risk in this.
It's not really about getting this kitchen. It's not really about catering in every life. There is risk, and the number one risk is neglecting your feedback, the negative feedback. I have got negative feedback so many times, and you just need to work on those negative. You can't have it all. So the number one risk that I have, if you really neglect it, that's the
you don't get better.
You don't get better.
So take feedback on board.
Yes, take feedback on board, and the negative one you act on them. Really act on them, because your customers are really,
They are you. That's what makes you. That's what makes you. Yep. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. So basically, just a summary of everything. If you're considering having a business in line of similar to what she has, you have to consider, not only has anyways, any business at all. You need the skill, you need the finance, you need the time, and you need the commitment to be able to sustain.
Commitment and consistency.
And being consistent. Thank you very much. That's very, very essential. Very important.
Yeah.
Because you can have the skill, but you might get bored of it at some point, and then you don't continue. And being consistent in what you're doing, it's key.
So when I started, I work alone. I basically do the cooking on my own and washing the pots and stuff like that. But as the business goes on along, it's expanding. started having friends helping me, family helping me, and now we've got 3 staffs.
Wow. Well
We
done.
have 3 part-time staffs that works for us, And before we close, I'll tell you, Yetunde's Kitchen doesn't close. We open 7 days a week.
Okay.
But before, we just like 3-4 days a week. But at the moment, we open 7 days a week.
Very good.
And that's between 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock every day. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But that doesn't mean if you come here 10 o'clock, you won't see somebody. Because I will be here
Right.
doing the cooking backgroundly, and somebody will be here to serve you from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So definitely you can see the consistency, because they will know, like DJ Nero, he has been here 9 o'clock before. And I said, and I was like, oh, why did you, because I know you're cooking.
Very good.
That's the point, it's just the consistency and the time. You create time for what your passion is.
One other thing I would like you to tell our audience is obviously to serve as a sort of advert to obviously we're here today and our audience, they're airing Yetunde's Kitchen. I know some of our audience might jump on go to Google Yetunde's Kitchen.
Yeah.
But would you be kind enough to tell our audience your address in terms of for
Right.
anyone looking to I can help you, anyone looking to locate you to enjoy this, because it can't just be me.
Yeah.
We need to.
Yetunde's Kitchen is on West Belfast. We are on we're 21 Highgate Terrace, BT 13 3RQ. It's just facing the Highfield Community Center. And better still, if you put Yetunde's Kitchen on Gmap, it will bring it down
Yes.
to our place.
I
And we are
I
on
was just about-
Instagram as Yetunde's Kitchen, and we're on Facebook as Yetunde's Kitchen as well.
Very
Thank you very much.
Very good, very good. I was about to attest to that because I have Googled Yetunde's Kitchen before, and it's a Google Maps.
Yeah, and we have a website as well.
Very good.
It's Yetunde's Kitchen.
Very
It
good.
has always been Yetunde's Kitchen.
Very good, very good. Because I was about to say that. Like, I mean, the easiest way is just Google Yetunde's Kitchen. We'll bring it straight here. It's all there. Fantastic, guys. It's been so nice coming around to you
Thank you
today,
so much,
and
Dickie Nero.
thank you for having us. Giving us the opportunity to come in to your beautiful kitchen to have this beautiful interview with you as well. It's something I really and we really appreciate it. Thank you. And I would say to our subscribers, to our viewers again, I want to say a big thank you to our audience and to the ones that have subscribed. Thank you very much for doing that. And to those that haven't, please feel free to go in and subscribe. Please share. Please leave comments, because comments is a big one for us. That's where we get to know what you're thinking about us, and that's how we can make ourselves better. So please feel free to leave comments, share it. If you've watched it, go back again and watch. You can watch as much as you want. It's there for you. So thank you very much, guys, for doing that. Do you have any question for me?
Oh no, it's great. And thank you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you. I
welcome.
really
You're
appreciate
very
you
welcome.
for coming.
You're very, very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you for having us as well. It's really nice hearing your side of this particular episode. And again, thank you guys. That's the thing. We've actually decided to do it slightly different and to do it this way. Obviously, I think our audience again will be able to get and tap in one or two things from what we've been saying. And obviously, we're trying our best to make ourselves better and to be make better impact to our beautiful society. Thank you once again for listening. It's me once again. It's your humble host, DJ Nero, and Yetunde's Kitchen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.